Hello everyone, welcome back to Code to Commerce. I am Mayank Pratap Singh and today we will be diving into two design patterns, composite and flyweight design patterns. Let's start with composite design pattern. Imagine you are organizing a team in a company. The composite pattern allows you to treat individual employees and group of employees uniformly. Now, coming to the flyweight pattern. Imagine a graphic design software where you have many instances of the same image or shape. The flyweight pattern helps in sharing these instances to save memory. So what's the similarity between the composite and the flyweight design pattern? Both the patterns are about managing collection of objects, but in a little different ways. Also, here is one more definition of the composite design pattern. It allows you to create hierarchical structures where objects can be treated uniformly, whether they are individual objects or collection of objects. Just bear with me, I would explain it better with a code example. Coming to the flyweight pattern, it focuses on efficiently sharing objects to reduce memory usage by eliminating redundancy. In both the patterns, you can build complex structures from simple objects and then use these structures without worrying about the details of the individual objects. We will understand it in depth later on. Now, let's see how we can use these patterns in our daily applications with some code examples. We will start with composite design pattern. Here is a simple example where we represent a tree-like structure within the tasks using the composite pattern. We have a task which represents the common interface for both simple tasks and task lists. It defines methods such as getTitle, setTitle, and display. Then we have a simple task which represents an individual task with a title. Then we have a task list that represents a collection of tasks which can include both simple task and other task lists. This implements the task interface but also has a list of tasks. Ultimately, we have a task management app representing an application that uses the composite design pattern to manage tasks. But how? Let me explain. There are two simple tasks, simple task 1 and simple task 2. Now, there is a task list, project tasks, in which there is an addition of simple task 1 and simple task 2. Now, just like a task list project tasks, we have a phase 1 tasks within which we have two simple tasks. Now, we have added phase 1 tasks into project tasks. But the question is, how is this possible? It got possible due to composite pattern only. Let me explain. Each task list and simple task implements a task, but task list has a list of tasks additionally. Now, this part is clear that within project tasks, we may easily add a task, simple task 1 and simple task 2 directly. But the reason we could add phase 1 tasks to project tasks is because phase 1 task is of task type itself. So basically, phase 1 tasks is of task type which has a list of tasks in itself. Hence, when project tasks.addTask method is called, it adds phase 1 tasks into the list of project tasks. So ultimately, the list within the project tasks contains 3 tasks, namely simple task 1, simple task 2, and a list of simple tasks, namely design and implementation. And that was the beauty of composite design pattern. Now, let's check another code using the flyweight pattern. In this application, we often have many instances of the same character appearing throughout the text. Instead of creating a new object for each instance of the character, we can use the flyweight pattern to optimize memory usage. Let's come to the explanation part. In this example, font interface defines the methods for font objects. We also have a concrete flyweight class called Arial font. This class implements the font interface and represents a specific font type. Additionally, we have a font factory class responsible for managing flyweight objects. It has a method called getFont, which checks if a font within the given name already exists or not. If it does, it returns the existing font, otherwise it creates a new one. And this is the example of flyweight pattern. In simple terms, the font factory ensures that we reuse existing fonts whenever possible instead of creating new ones unnecessarily. This helps in saving memory and improving performance. Now, let's discuss the differences between these patterns and their pros and cons if possible. The composite pattern focuses on creating hierarchical structures with uniform treatment of objects. It is great for representing tree-like structure. The flaw is that it may lead to some complexity. On the other hand, the flyweight pattern helps in saving memory by sharing common data between the objects. It is efficient for managing large number of similar objects. And that's a wrap. We have covered the composite and the flyweight design patterns with thorough examples and explanations of the code as well. Please subscribe, like, share and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest videos. See you in the next episode.